Hello maximizers and welcome to AI in Every Sphere, where we look at how to incorporate AI into our everyday lives. Today we will be looking at how to use ChatGPT ethically to excel at school. Here are 7 prompts that will make you an A student. Alright, for prompt 1 we say act as a subject expert. In this case it would be physics, so we can take that out. And explain in 200 words. We could have said 300, whatever. And the topic, I'm going to choose gravity, and because it's gravity, then we'll need a physics expert, and then we'll ask it to give us an example of it. So let's click and see what, look at this wonderful response. It gives us a title, and then here it's explaining what gravity is in 200 words, and then it's also giving us an example. Wonderful. Alright, so for prompt 2, we're going to say please paraphrase this 200-word answer and then summarize it into 50 words. Alright, so let's see what happens here. Alright, so we see right here, wonderful, ChatGPT did go ahead and paraphrase. So right here it talks about how gravity serves as a fundamental force shaping the universe. We see the example here, and then right here it gives us a summary in 50 words. This is really helpful. Alright, for prompt 3 we're going to simply say please grade and critique this. Alright, so let's see what the result is. It says, alright, this is a B+, and then right here it talks about how the paraphrase effectively captures the main ideas, but it says, however, there is room for improvement in terms of sentence structure, variety, vocabulary usage. And then right here again it talks about how well the summary was, but then it also says it could benefit from specific examples or details. Now what we would do from here, if we want to improve this B+ to an A, is we would simply just type in implement suggestions, right? And it would redo the paraphrase and the summary, and at that point it would either be maybe an A- or an E. But again, this just shows again how useful this tool is. Alright, for prompt 4, when I say please analyze the grammar structure, style, and clarity. Alright, so let's click and see what it says here. Alright, so it talks about how there's grammatical accuracy, it is properly structured, and it says there's no glaring grammatical errors. And it talks about, in terms of the structure, that is clear, well organized, and in terms of the style, it talks about it is formal, professional, and suitable for an analytical task. And in terms of clarity, it's saying it's clear and comprehensible. Now this is very helpful because just imagine you created an essay as a student and you wanted to know these 4 things, in terms of the grammar, in terms of the structure, in terms of the style, because for writing in school, many times they want a kind of formal, professional kind of style, things like that. And certainly you want it to be clear and for you to be able to understand, for it to be comprehensible. So again, this is very helpful. Alright, for prompt 5, we could say please create a 3-week study guide. Again, I'm just choosing 3 weeks here, but the point is I'm trying to show that we can use ChatGPT to create even a study guide or to give us practice questions. So we say create a 3-week study guide with practice questions to teach me about gravity. We've been talking about gravity. And we could even go further and say, and related areas such as motion, forces, energy, work, and power. So let's see how it creates this 3-week study guide. Right? Look and how helpful this is. Alright, so week 1, day 1, an overview of gravity. Day 2, understanding motion and forces. Day 3, gravity on Earth. Week 2, we would go looking on energy and work. So day 4, introduction to energy. Day 5, work and power. Day 6, conservation of energy. And then we'll go into week 3, talking about planetary motion, satellites and orbits, gravity and astrophysics. And then look here, for instance, for practice questions, what is the difference between mass and weight? Explain how Newton's law of universal gravitation describes the force of gravity between two objects. So you get the point. I mean, this is extremely helpful. Now, one of the things that we could certainly do here is that we could simply just ask ChatGPT to explain. Remember, that was the first thing that we did today in terms of prompt. So even as it defined gravity and discussed these various things, we now can prompt it for each of these bullet points, and that would even help us to understand the subject even more. Alright, for prompt 6, we could say, please suggest ideas on how I could do a school project on gravity and related areas such as motion, forces, energy, work, and power. So let's see what it has here. And it's saying that what we could do is maybe we could have a gravity demonstration, we could do maybe an experimentation, we could do a research paper, we could do maybe an engineering challenge, we could do a multimedia presentation, we could do a collaborative project, we could do a virtual field trip, we could interview experts, we could do simulation or modeling, or we could do educational outreach. I mean, just 10. You see that? These are 10 ways. It just showed us how we could do this, school project. Extremely beneficial. Alright, for prompt 7, I wanted to show that we can use ChatGPT to even solve problems. So here I have a simple math problem where we say, please solve 4x minus 6 equals 2. What is x? Alright, so let's see what it gives us. Alright, so pretty much it's saying that we would need to add 6 to both sides, and then we'll get 4x equals 8, and then we'll divide both sides by 4, so x is equal to 2. So I mean, again, very, very helpful to see that we can use ChatGPT to solve math problems. We would use it to help us to learn how to solve these math problems, but not to actually do our work for us. Remember, do not use ChatGPT to do your assignments for you, but to more use it as a personal tutor to assist you to become a better student. If you enjoyed today's episode of AI in Every Sphere, remember to like, share, and subscribe for more AI insights. Until next time, students, continue excelling in your schoolwork with the help of AI.